Okay, so listen, as we continue to see a rise in the cost of groceries, a local and viable way to cut down on spending is to consider eating more alternative protein sources. So our next guest says that cooking with legumes like lentils and beans can provide nourishing and economical meals for the entire family.
Here with easy and delicious recipes for preparing Indian-style lentil and bean dishes at home is the co-author of the new Indian Basics Cookbook, Preena Chauhan. Nice to see you again.
Thank you so much for having me.
Great timing for this segment, I think.
Yes.
All right, so I really enjoy cooking with a lot of beans all the time, but every darn time I look at the lentils, I'm like, not tonight. I'm very intimidated by lentils. Really? I don't know why. We're gonna work on a relationship.
We're gonna do it right now.
Yes. So help me get over this issue I have with lentils.
Yes, so today we're talking about money-saving hacks. Lentils and beans is the way to go. So I want to first show you a bag of lentils, beans, sorry. This is garbanzo beans, chickpeas. This could cost about $5 a bag. We can get about over a dozen meals out of this.
Wow.
It's just cents per serving. So this is one of the reasons why we should start incorporating more lentils and beans into our diet as a viable protein source. And the second reason why I love lentils and beans as well is they're locally produced. So Canada is a top producer of lentils and beans, and they're locally available. Every grocery store you can find them canned, dried, always available. So they're
So I just have to think about all the money I'm saving.
All the money
That's
saving.
what
And it's the shelf life too. You bring up so many good points.
Yes.
This
So
is exciting.
yes, we're going to get to the shelf life a little bit as well, because that's important in the texture. But the other reason why we want to choose more lentils and beans in our diet is they're not only economical, but satiating, nourishing, and very healthy. Yeah. So we get a great source of protein, tons of fiber, and it's a great source of minerals and essential vitamins as well. So zinc, potassium, B vitamins, the list goes on.
My goodness.
And the other thing that I would like to point out is the immense variety. So we never get bored. So India is home to the vast number of vegetarians in the world, and all the vegetarians in India and everybody in India relies on these lentils and beans in different forms, dozens and dozens of different varieties, so you'll never get bored. Different textures, how we spice them, how we use them in appetizers, brunch items, our main dishes, as well as desserts. You absolutely never get bored cooking with lentils and beans.
Wow. Well, we refer to them as the magical fruit in my household.
Nice.
Because they are magical and absolutely delicious. Let's get to the first meal that you brought in, which is kale and black-eyed peas. Tell us about this one.
This one here, yes. So we start off with our dried black-eyed peas. And what you're gonna do with these ones, always, because they're a little bit hardier, they're bigger in size, you wanna soak them overnight.
Okay.
So first soak them overnight, and then we boil them with about 4 cups of water, a little bit of salt, bring that to a boil until it's gonna take about a good 30 to 40 minutes. And then we start sauteing some onions in a pot, and then we're gonna spice that up with chilies. Again, you can use the chilies to taste. So this is where you can be creative. Turmeric, another very medicinal, healthy spice. Cumin, coriander, garlic. So we're building that into the base. And then all that liquid that we cooked the beans with goes into the pot with the onions. And then you're gonna simmer it.
Almost like a stock. You made it as you go along.
Can I ask, Preena, like it takes, for some people, it takes a long time to be cooking this stuff. Do you have a shorthand, a shortcut to kind of cut that cooking time?
Yes, so a great investment, if anybody's looking to cook with more lentils and beans, is to invest in a pressure cooker. Okay. And so you're still gonna soak those black-eyed peas overnight, but then in the pressure cooker, only 10 minutes.
Whoa!
So this makes weeknight cooking very feasible to get a dinner like this out on the table.
Okay, as I did say, if I didn't make it clear before, I do get this intimidation when I see the lentils coming at you. So for people like me, do you recommend now going with like the dry lentils, or do we go fresh lentils? And again, the soaking, if one way or the other, is it required in both cases? Help a sister out.
Okay, for sure. So in Indian cooking tradition, we typically always use the dry lentils and beans.
Okay.
But if it makes making that dinner on the table easy, I say yes, 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 go for the canned.
Okay.
You're gonna rinse it out, maybe for any extra starch or any salt as well. Just give it a good rinse, and then you're gonna proceed with your recipe as is. But again, if you have the pressure cooker, that's gonna help you save time cooking the dried. This is, if we're looking to save money, then we're gonna go with the dried.
Got
for
it.
sure.
Noted.
Well, tell us about the lentil dish that you've brought us.
Okay, so next we've got lentils. This one here is called panch foreign chana dal with pumpkin. And you can substitute, use butternut squash. This one you want to use any type of a squash with this one.
Delicious.
And the flavors that you're experiencing is coming from panch foreign, which is Bengali 5-spice. It's got cumin seeds, mustard seeds, you've got onion seeds, which is the nigella seeds, fenugreek.
Delicious.
So these are the spices we're imparting right into the base of the lentil. And then you're gonna cook in the pumpkin with some tomato, and then you're gonna have your cooked chana dal, add it into the pot. And when we cook this in the pressure cooker, all of the spices from those seeds, they impart. So that's why you're tasting that intensity of flavors.
We don't have a lot of time left, Mina, but we do have one last dish to get to, and I definitely want to get to it because it is a savory dish. So this is a savory pancake made with chickpea flour base.
Yes, so this is chickpea flour. Again, it's the Indian chickpea, and it's ground up into a flour. So again, we get our protein, and this is, we've got kale, onion, and we make the batter. It's just like a pancake batter. It's over here in the batter form. So just a pancake batter, and it's a savory pancakes, and we top it with red onions, cilantro, green chilies if you like it spicy, and a variety of chutneys. So this one here is the minty green cilantro chutney.
This is wonderful. I love it so much.
Thank you so much. We are going to put all of these up because I know everybody watching is like, how do we make this? So stay tuned for that. Preena's cookbook, it's called Indian Basics, so please make sure you get them. Now, the QR code is up. Mom, that's for you. QR code is up, so open your phone and just open up the camera option and you will see it right there, and all the recipes will be right there in the palm of your hand. So thank you so much, Preena. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. So delicious.
Hey there, wasn't that great? Do you know where you can find some equally good content? Our YouTube page. It's filled with discussions, debates, and some laughs. Head there now, like and subscribe.